Hey everybody, it's Ken Compton from the Savvy Inspector, and today I've got my good buddy William Troutman, one of the coaches at the Savvy Inspector, with me today, and we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, the workshop. Hey William, welcome to the call.
Hey Ken, thanks for inviting me. Glad to be here.
I know that a lot of folks don't know that we've got a new workshop strategy in 2014. Let's talk about it for a minute. What are we going to do?
I'll tell you what, I am so excited about this. I know you have a classroom set up, seats about 45 people or so. We're going to do this in 3-day event blocks, and our strategy with this is to have folks come in at the beginning of day 1, and when they walk out at day 3, to have a complete strategy in place that can be implemented or is implemented when they walk out of the classroom. I am just really excited about this.
I love it too, William, because, you know, as an educator, when we have the big workshop, what really happens is people get a lot of great information, but they don't go home and implement. Okay, now when they have the workshops like this, we have one subject. We're spending 3 days on it. There'll be a subject matter expert when they leave, and the implementation will already be done. So when you get home, you don't have to worry about anybody saying hun or dad or Ken or, you know, while you're trying to get your stuff done, it'll all be done here. So the first workshop we're having is going to be July 17th through the 21st. The paint will be dry in the new center. The chairs and tables, I promise you'll be in place by July 17th. And so the first one we're really going to talk about is a way that you can really get and keep your inspection schedule full all year long. And it's one of my favorite topics. We're not going to give away exactly what it is, but we're going to talk around it. So, William, you know what happens is, you and I both know this. We coach home inspectors and we talk to home inspectors all the time, and one of the things they always complain about are gaps in their schedule. You heard that complaint from them?
You bet. I hear it all the time, and it's, you know, it goes with the old roller coaster ride of you market and get busy, and then you're too busy to market, so then your numbers fall, and you have to market again to get your numbers back up, and it's just a never-ending roller coaster ride.
You are so true on that. I mean, I've heard it said for 8 or 10 years, you know, in a different way, but when I'm marketing, I'm not inspecting, and when I'm inspecting, I'm not marketing. And William just described that situation. It's a roller coaster. And so, you know, especially during the slow times, you know, the slow season, whether you're in Florida, where the, you know, season is different, or whether in the winter up in the north or northeast, so it's a mess. So what we're going to be teaching at the workshop, in the July workshop, will eliminate that problem for you. Okay, you won't have the highs and the lows that home inspectors normally have. You know, and it doesn't occur with just one-man shops, does it? It occurs with multi-inspector firms, those highs and lows. William, you got a big firm, you know about it.
You bet, and it's one of the strategies that we always have in place in some form or another, one target or another, to help keep those voids from happening, so that we do stay steady even in the slow months.
And you know, William, where you are, there's a lot of snow and ice, and of course this last winter was hard on everybody. Even here in Jasper, we had snow and ice. But you can use this strategy to keep your guys full, even in those winter months. Because guess what? I bet your home inspectors still have bills in the winter months, don't they?
They sure do. And you know, if you're a multi-inspector firm like I am, your inspectors are, you know, in the summertime you stay so busy that they're sometimes looking forward to that time off. But in the wintertime, you know, every inspector is vying for that next job. So this kind of helps make sure everybody keeps a little food on the table through the wintertime.
Exactly. And you know, one of the things I like about this strategy is, if you go into a real estate office, how many people are in a real estate office today, William? I know you call on agents. When you go in there, how many people are in there?
Less and less all the time, and it's gotten to the point where you know, we switch up the days that we go in there, hoping that we might catch someone different or catch somebody in there in another day. But used to be, you know, if you look back 6-7 years ago, most of the agents were in those offices. But today, that's changing, and changing quickly.
It sure is. And so let's say there's a dozen agents in there. You get to talk to them about this or that. You're not really giving your best sales message. You're talking to them about personal things and building solid relationships with the agents.
Exactly.
But we have to get a sales message out. And so this strategy will really let you get your best sales message out to a very large part of your target audience.
You bet. Or, and like you touched on it, targeted. I mean, that's one of the really nice things about the strategy. If you want to go after lenders, you want to go after acquiring new agents, or you know, retaining some of your old agents or previous clients, it's just so easy to implement this and whatever target that you're after, and customize it for that, and everybody gets that consistent message.
And this would be great too for builders warranty inspections and pre-listing inspections.
We use it for both, you bet.
Pre-listing inspections in many communities are coming back. And new construction is happening. So this is a perfect time to get your best sales message to people who bought new construction or people who are going to put their house on the market so they can sell it for more money, faster, quicker.
Exactly. Here too, of course, the market slowed way down. Building almost quit. A lot of builders went out of business or started remodeling or handyman services just to kind of stay afloat. But now it's booming again. I think we've done 5 builder warranty inspections this year already, and every one of those has come from this strategy.
That is awesome. Building in Metro Atlanta is where we live is really going like crazy, and builders warranty inspections are happening. And by using this strategy, you can get a much bigger piece of that. One of the things I like about builders warranty inspections, they're way lower in liability because the client's already bought the house.
And usually the client will tell you what's wrong when you get there.
There is so much truth to that.
Yeah, you bet.
Excuse me, William. One of the things that a lot of home inspectors do is they use email for getting their targeted message out to their audience. But email's got a ton of problems. What do you think about email, William?
Well, we use it. It's free or very, very affordable if you're doing some kind of a mass email program. But email is just so easy to delete and be gone, or it gets thrown into junk or spam, or it gets lost in the mix of so many other emails. Especially if you're after, like we are, targeting the affluent or agents that really stay busy. They're so inundated with emails that there are a lot of downsides to emails. Now, if you're comparing emails to this strategy just out maneuvers email far and beyond.
I agree with you 200%. When you think about email, now you got to get your best sales message out to your target audience. Okay, so you send 100 emails out. 1/3 of them are blocked by the internet service provider. Okay, 1/3 of them are blocked by people's personal spam filters. I have BullGuard on mine. You probably have something else. Okay, right. So there's 2/3 of them. Let's say 1/3 of them gets through. If you get a 10% open rate, 3.3 people saw your message. How many of them acted on it?
You bet. That's a really tough. Not that I'd say don't do it. I'm just saying that there are so many other strategies that are much more powerful because of those holdbacks with using email marketing.
I agree with you, William. Email marketing has its place. For instance, when we have agents that we already have an established relationship with, if we can provide them one quality touch point a week via email, I think that's a perfect strategy for you.
Yes, sir.
But we are talking about getting and keeping your home inspection schedule full, even in the slow season, and email isn't going to cut the mustard.
That's right.
I was talking with a group of agents the other day, and one of the things I said is, what do you think about email marketing? And they said, we hate it. And I said, how come? And they said, because everybody sends us email, the lender, the home warranty people, the home inspector, everybody's wanting a piece of us, and they're all sending that email. And you know what? We're inundated with it. We don't want it. Right. Okay, so trying to do lead generation to get your phone to ring using email isn't really a good strategy. And the strategy that we're going to be teaching in July of 2014, this strategy we're talking about today, will get you noticed and get your phone to ring.
Yeah, the great thing about this strategy as well is when you talk about email getting deleted or getting lost, this particular strategy, not only will you get your message read and responded to, but a lot of times this strategy lingers around the office. It won't just be the agent that if you do it correctly, not just the agent that you sent that to, but it will likely get shared with others within that office. And we've had that happen on more than one occasion. Exactly.
You come to the workshop in July, I promise you'll be doing this correctly.
Exactly. That's the plan.
One of the other things I like about this strategy is, William, it's scalable. What I mean by that is this. If you need more business, you do more of this strategy. If you need less business in the summer months, you do less of this strategy. Have you found it to be scalable in your own firm?
Very much so, and scalable to the point that even for the particular target that you're after. So if you're trying to get into a specific office, you want to drill deeper into that office, this is a great way to do that. Or if you want to acquire more agents across the board, we just ourselves in the market area that we're after, we have a route that we make right now with offices that we work with. So we picked out agents who are top producers that we want to acquire as well, and other offices on that same route. So we're not going out of our way. We're trying to stay in that same path, if you will. And so with this, we are able to, ramp that up into those particular offices and get our results that we're after.
That is awesome. Now, William, you know my story, how I got into the home inspection business, but for those that are watching the video, maybe they don't know Ken or his story, so let me just share it with you. In 1997, I opened a home inspection company called Southern Home Inspection Services, still in business today, owned by my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Okay, so what happened was I used this strategy in a previous business I owned outside the home inspection industry. Okay, so what happens is the first year in business at Southern Home, we did $563,000 and some change in sales in year one. I'm not a home inspector for the first 5 years I owned the company, and we built our business that first year exclusively using this strategy.
That is just insane.
Insanely good. I never stepped foot in a real estate office in Atlanta, Georgia, in year one of Southern Home Inspection Services. Now, what I found was that I could start building bigger relationships by combining the strategy that we're going to be teaching in July with direct face-to-face marketing. It even made it more powerful.
Sure.
But year one, I never stepped foot in there. 563,000 and some change in sales, all using this strategy. So I know it works. I've taught it to you and hundreds of other home inspectors across the country, and they're using it successfully.
Yeah, I do know we have other members who don't have your story, of course. They started out as a one-man shop as an inspector and built their way up, and they have just grown leaps and bounds with this strategy without having to, physically knock on any doors.
It's a beautiful thing. And I think one of the things that a lot of home inspectors, for whatever reason, don't want to get out and call on real estate agents in their offices. And I get that. I understand that. But what happens is when you go out to a real estate office, you can establish expertise and build know me, like me, trust me. Excuse me. But using this strategy, you can do the same thing, can't you, William?
You can, and doing the relationship marketing that you're speaking of there can be extremely hard to track your return on any investment that you might have there. Where this strategy, very simple to track. You can know what you spent, what your costs were, and what your gain was for your efforts there. That's another beautiful thing about this, because you can implement it and do it for 3 or 4 months, and if it's not doing what you wanted it to, switch it up, pull it out. You can track it and say, hey, this was a killer thing, it worked for me, or something's not right here, I need to tweak it and fix it, or just say, hey, I'm wasting my time and money here, I'm going to stop that. So unlike other strategies that are out there, this strategy is just perfect for tracking your return on your investment.
Not only that, but I bet it separates you from your competitors too, doesn't it?
It definitely does. For us, it has made us kind of renowned, if you will, in our area. We've had top producers invite us to lunch just to talk about our marketing and how we do what we do, and this particular strategy is why that has happened. So people know that when this marketing is coming from us, it's kind of a trademark for us in our area.
And William, I know your operation very well, and I know these agents look forward to receiving or dealing with this strategy because they're, like you said, getting ideas for their own marketing campaigns.
That's exactly right. And we do a lot of in-house lunch and learns, if you will, presentations, PowerPoints, and we teach this strategy to agents. They love it.
Now, I know you mentioned earlier that we can track ROI, or return on investment, but is this strategy affordable for any home inspector?
It's probably one of the, next to email, which is usually free. This is incredibly affordable.
Okay, I couldn't agree more. And we already talked about it being scalable. You need more business, you do more of this strategy. You need less business, you do less of this strategy. So it's totally scalable. It's affordable, and William's already shared with you. You can track it, so you can prove your return on investment.
Right.
We're huge on this. We're huge on this.
Right.
I'm just looking here on my notes to make sure, William, I didn't miss anything.
I'll tell you one thing we really need to touch on, especially if you're a one-man shop and you're doing 2, sometimes 3 inspections a day. I know how that goes. The heck, we've done 4 or 5 in a day. So I get it. You get extremely busy. And as a multi-inspector firm, it's even more important to keep things as streamlined and as hands-off as possible, and keep that marketing going. And that's another really great thing about this. There's more than one way to do it, which we'll share at the workshop, but you can automate this. I mean, we have this done for our business here for the entire year. You set it and forget it, and it's doing the marketing for you while you're off doing something else to make it rain in your firm. So that's another really beautiful thing about this. Sherry and I will sit down usually in November or December of the year, and then set this up for the following year coming up, so that it's done. We can walk away from it.
That is awesome. And William, that's I always preach systems. Okay, so this system is fabulous. So it's affordable, it's trackable, it's scalable, and it's automatable. I hope automatable is a word.
It is now.
It is now, for sure. Okay, so
it's a savvyism.
So it's a savvyism for sure. So what more can you say about this strategy?
I just, it's very, very important. It's a crucial part of what's brought us to where we are today, and we continue to grow from this strategy. It's probably one of the most powerful strategies that we have ever implemented in our firm.
William, we have lots and lots, hundreds of successful home inspector coaching clients at the Savvy Inspector, and I'm going to venture to say that the majority of them use this strategy as the backbone of their marketing efforts.
That's true, and and in the mastermind groups and the other times that we get together, anytime we share this, you can just see the light bulbs come on as people hear this and get it. And understand how this can be so powerful. I don't think I know of anybody that's really not doing this in the group at this point.
I will tell you that our coaching group, the Advanced Strategies Members Coaching Group now, it's called, they're doing it more and more. They always did this strategy to a certain degree, but the light came on. They had an epiphany about how they could really beef up their business and get more revenue in by using this. And 18 or 20 of those folks, are now just going on fire on the strategy.
Right. And again, there's so many different ways to do this. It's not, it's a strategy within several other strategies when you go to implement this. So it's never boring, and the agents look forward to receiving it.
Yeah, you're right. This strategy is a ton of fun. You can have a ton of fun with it. Marketing is fun, I think, but I might be a little weird. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what we find to be the we enjoy the most with our firm is coming up with marketing strategies and implementing them, watching that return on our investment come in.
That's good. Let's talk a minute more about the workshop. We've got a great hotel here in Jasper. If you've been to any of the big workshops here in the past, you know it, the Microtel. It's a great little hotel. We've got rooms starting at $55 for a single. You come in, the hotel's going to provide you breakfast. We're going to provide you lunch right here at the training center. So that'll be good. We're going to have dinner together, and then we're going to have a reception each evening, just like we do in the big workshop, so that everybody can network and get to know each other. Because, William, I say education comes from two places when you come to a workshop. What do you think?
I totally agree, and I'm going to jump the gun on you because I know that at the after hours when we're getting together and having our social, there are just so many golden nuggets that everybody shares. And again, it might be something that you've implemented in the past, but this particular inspector implemented it in some other way and got a big bang out of it. And Sherry and I have learned so much after the class as well. Very important. And the nice thing about there in Jasper, we're all kind of tight knit together. There's not, you can't go running off to Disneyland or whatever. So it's, we're all kind of a captive audience there, and there's so many people that are willing to share. When you go to these, you go to your local association meetings and what have you. It's all tight-lipped. Nobody has anything to say or share. They're afraid you're going to steal their big ideas. But totally the opposite here at these workshops.
What are you implying? Jasper's not a thriving metropolis?
I'm just saying it's a captive audience.
We're here to learn, brother. We're not here to go to the casino.
That's exactly right.
Okay, well, you know what happens is I was talking today to a couple of our clients on the phone, William. I have some client calls that I do each week, and the two people that I talked to today both said, make sure that you reserve me a spot for this strategy workshop, because they're already doing it, but they want to be better at it.
Exactly. That's awesome. Smart people.
Yes, they are. So we only have 40 seats to 45 seats available for this workshop. So what I would encourage you to do is go ahead right here on the website and click on that link and get signed up for this workshop. Again, let me just make sure I got the dates right, William. July 17th through the 21st, 2014. Now, what happens is you need to come in the night before, and we'll have a social event together and get to know each other. And then we'll be in the classroom for 3 solid days. When you leave, you'll have all this implemented. Okay, and then you fly out the next day, which would be Sunday the 18th. Okay, don't try to come in the day of the workshop, because you'll miss a ton and you'll be late and you'll be behind the 8 ball. So again, 40 to 45 seats. As soon as you watch this video, I would go over onto the website and get signed up so that you can come workshop with this killer strategy.
Yep. That's great, Ken. And I'll tell you, Sherry and I will be participating and teaching this class, and I promise you, you will not be bored. This is not a sit in your chair and try to keep yourself awake. You'll be involved in this, hands-on, and learn a ton of great stuff.
Yeah, that's what I really love about the workshop in Jasper. It's roll up your sleeves and get to work. It's not sit around and listen to us lecture.
That's right. You know, you go to so many of these seminars, and you're just, everything you do to kind of keep your eyes open and stay involved. And this is nothing like that.
That's great. William, I appreciate you being on the call with me today, and I look forward to seeing you, my friend, in July when you and I are teaching this workshop.